burnt cheesecake my way. Currently, definitely my favorite dessert, and potentially one of my favorite desserts of all time. Freshman year, I think this was the thought process. We had just gotten done eating dinner, and we were like, let's make a dessert. And I looked up some desserts, and I saw burnt cheesecake. I was like, ooh, that looks very interesting. Showed them, they're like, all right, sure. Went to the nearest Sprouts, got in the ingredients. Some girl brought out her mixer. I'm not using a mixer, don't need one. And mixed, and we made it. I found it delicious. Everybody else found it pretty good, but stopped at one slice. I think I did like 2 or 3. Anyway, it's very delicious. Get you a bowl, preferably room temp cream cheese. You want 2 pounds, 4 of these. I've given it to people in my front desk of where I live, and much more people. What you think about it, Demetrius?
Man, this is delicious. You know what I'm saying? Very good. This man's a real chef. Tap in with him. Yes, sir.
All right. What you think, John?
It's gourmet shit, man. It's good as fuck, boy.
Wow.
They were very surprised by the flavor, and they loved it. So yeah. Also preheat your oven 415 degrees Fahrenheit. If your cream cheese is not room temp, it should be easy to mix. See, as you can see, it's not. What I like to do is put it in the microwave to soften it. 25 seconds, take out, mix. Keep doing that and take a little bit and taste it. Does it taste room temp? Does it taste a little warm? Cool. It should also get easier to mix. As you can see, very easy. You're gonna need a big bowl. Did I mention there's 2 variations of this? Get you some white sugar. Get you a scale. Much easier for baking, much easier for cooking. A 1 1/3 cup, 264 grams. Burnt cheesecake is light and airy. That means we gotta incorporate air. So get your whisk and just keep mixing for 10 minutes. This is one part of the process we add air. Get you a food processor. That works too. I would watch something while doing this if I were you. Constantly whisking like this will introduce air into it. Go until very smooth and it has no lumps. Use your spatula, smooth it out. Look at it. No lumps, looks smooth. There you go. Creaming it with the cream cheese dissolves it into it. It also helps with distribution. 4 grams or 1 teaspoon of coarse salt, 1/2 teaspoon vanilla extract, 7 eggs. Put 1 in now. And full fat Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt. Oh, if you look down there, it says 2 ways. 3/4 a cup in a second. Take out one of those blocks of cream cheese. Now I would mix all that together. There's pros and cons to the second way. I like the first one. The second one adds a little bit more complexity. Adds a little bit of sourness, but it mutes the overall flavor a little bit. Remember, all the cooks better than me and chefs out there say acid cuts through fat. So take fat away, some flavor's taken away. Fat is flavor. Texture, it's in the middle. Burnt cheesecake is custard. New York style is very creamy. With the yogurt, it ends up in the middle. It brings up the volume, raises your chances of getting a gooey, creamy middle layer because this does rise, and you end up with bigger pieces. This second way is inspired by Alvin's Up. So try it if you want. I liked it, but it wasn't as good as all cream cheese. Once your egg is thoroughly mixed, add the next one. And mix, this is another stage you add air. Mix until fully incorporated. 2 cups heavy cream, 480 grams. No explanation, just fatty goodness from dairy. Now mix it until fully incorporated. You can taste it. Tastes good. Don't do this. This is pasteurized egg. That's why I can eat this raw. And don't forget the flour. I almost forgot the flour, like I have 3 other times. 5 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. It's like 37 grams. I'll tell you what happens if you miss it. And mix it until fully incorporated. Without it, the fat won't stay inside the cheesecake. It'll leak, go to the bottom of the cheesecake, along with all the sugar and flavor. You'll eat this weirdly flavored eggy cheesecake that's super oily, but this maple-like taste. Affects texture as well. It's like a crumbly flan. Tastes good, but that's not burnt cheesecake. 10-inch cheesecake pan. If you do want that gooey middle layer with the all-cream cheese batter, do a 9-inch. You will overfill it though. Need some parchment paper? Your parchment paper, make sure that it's overlapping. Straighten it out. Try to keep it as flat as possible and fold over, flatten down. We're gonna do it again. 90-degree turn and do the same thing. Most of it folded down. Take your batter and just dump it in. Now put this in the oven. Let this go for 55 minutes to 1 hour. It should be burnt. You can go darkish brown. It'll give you the mild reaction without the bitterness, with the sweetness. But I recommend you burn it. Come on. Most of y'all complain about burning, right? This you can burn and be happy. It'll taste good. Don't burn everything else though. And there you go. You can go slightly lighter than this, or you can go all the way dark. But this is perfectly in the middle, which I like. When you take it out, it should be jiggly. Let it cool for 2 to 3 hours, depending on the temperature of your place. My guess on why you don't have to use a water bath. That crust forming on the outside, by the way, it's not going to be like a crunchy crust. Because that crust on the outside protects the inside from like curdling and stuff. It's like a barrier. It's at room temperature. So take this thing off. Get you a plate. Put on top. Take this off and take this off. Take your cutting board. Top. Quickly flip because you don't want to flatten it. Cut this into as many pieces as you want. I cut into 8. You can eat this at room temp by itself. I'm going to give it to people. You just slice through it. Look at that. Put it on a white plate. Now enjoy your luscious and nice